Good afternoon and welcome to TVC Talk. I'm your host, Julie Parton, and today we have an extra special guest with us, Lynn Havener.
Hi guys, it's nice to be here today.
We are so excited to have you here. This is episode 8, and last week we talked about MCA benefits. Today we're extremely excited to talk about how the home office supports associates. And to do that, we have the queen of associate services. A lot of you guys have probably talked to her by email or on the phone, but don't know much about her. Lynn, tell us about yourself and how long you've been with TVC.
Sure, I am a mom of 3 handsome guys. I say guys because I have a sophomore in college and I have a kindergartner and I have a first grader. So there's a large variety there. But I started with TVC in '99, and how I started is I was a recent single mom, and I sat down and prayed with my dad one day, and we were looking for a place for me to start getting some money so I could start supporting my family, and we both talked about it and prayed about it and said the first place that offered me a job, I would accept that job.
Okay.
I don't remember applying at TVC, but TVC was the first place who called me, and so I accepted that job. I started there in the call center in our legal department, worked there for about a year and a half, and felt that God wanted me to move and do some different things and kind of build some other relationships. So I left and moved to Springfield for a little while, stayed there for about a year and a half, and then got a phone call asking me to come back.
To TVC?
To TVC.
Okay.
And I said, no, God has another plan for me. He wants me to go to Mississippi, work in youth ministry. I said, that's where I'm going. He said, no, just come back and come visit with us. I said, all right, I'll try it. So came back, just visited with him. I said, no, that's not where God wants me to be. He wants me to be in Mississippi. My brother called me a couple of days later after coming back, and he said, you know, I've been praying with my wife. We've talked about it, and we really feel like God wants you to be here with us. We want you to be close to family. We'll watch your kid. We'll offer you free room and board for a year. No babysitting for a year. We want you to get back on your feet, be around family so we can get to know your little boy and get to support you guys. I said, okay, if you're calling me out of the blue, this other guy's calling me out of the blue, maybe this is what God wants to happen. So I followed that, and that was what God wanted to happen. Through doing that, God opened a lot of other doors for me. So I've been with TVC altogether about 17 years consecutively, 15 years. But in that time frame, I was able to meet some great mentors, Virgil and Linda, and then David and his wife. And through that as well, I met my current husband, and then we were able to adopt our 2 younger children. So.
Oh, I love that story, and I can't believe you've been here for 17 years.
A long time.
And isn't it wonderful when your direction in life is just super clear?
Yeah, it's amazing how God opens those doors and He shows you exactly where you need to be.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
And I'm sure that the viewers that are tuning in have really been excited to put a face with who's been helping them out all these years. So let's go ahead and get started with our questions.
Okay.
You guys can feel free to drop your questions below in the comments, and then we have a couple on deck. Ready to get started?
Sure.
All right, here we go with the hot seat. What do you enjoy most about working for TVC?
I would say probably the family atmosphere. Like I mentioned before, I'm real close with Virgil and Linda, with David and his family as well. If there's something going on in my family, I call my parents, and then I hang up, I call David, and I call Virgil, and they've always been there to support me. So just being able to work for a company that supports you at work and outside of work is a great thing to have.
So you would say this is a great family environment for associates?
Absolutely.
Nice. So about how many people work in associate services, and what kind of support does the team provide?
We have about 35 customer service reps who are on the phone or on live chat, talking to all the associates and the customers out there. The type of support they have is they're going to make sure that you understand your marketing plan, you understand the website. They're going to go through the products with you. If you have questions on the products, they can walk you through how to do anything on the site that you need done, and just get you anything that you need to be able to go out there and promote the products.
That's a big team.
It is.
Wow. And then, do you have a favorite associate success story to share with us?
Well, I'm not going to name names, but I would say I love all the single mom stories. I was a single mom for many years. Being a single mom is tough when you're out there and you don't have a lot to support you. So being able to, build your family and support your family is a big deal. So I like to see those moms who start from nothing, who are scared to death, and just build their business and stay at it, and they're able to provide for their children and do everything they can for them.
So you really connect with them because it relates to you. And if somebody's there that's going to help you out, that has that level of passion, obviously it's going to work out better.
Absolutely.
I love hearing that. So we often hear from new associates, I've signed up, now what? So what's your top tip for getting started?
I would say complete your associate paperwork. Make sure your associate eligibility is complete. Set some goals. David talked about goals a couple of weeks ago or a couple of episodes ago. Make sure you're setting those goals. If you don't have those goals out, you're not going to know what you need to do to be able to make the income that you need. But make sure your eligibility is complete as well. You need to make sure your associate agreement is signed, it's completed, and make sure your W-9 is signed and it's completed. And then if your state requires a motor club license, complete that motor club license and submit all that paperwork. Once you've got all that done, then just start sharing your marketing links.
Wow, so getting started is the hardest part.
I would say, yeah, just getting all your paperwork done. It takes 5 minutes probably to fill out all the paperwork, get it done, submit it, and then takes us a couple of days to review it and get it uploaded. But that's one of the biggest things is they forget to do those little steps.
Right. Okay, well, we recently held a contest. Some of you are probably wearing your shirts right now. If you are, drop a picture. And we asked the associates to share their favorite MCA benefit. What's yours?
I would say roadside assistance. So I said that I have an older son. I have a sophomore in college. He goes to college about 2 hours away. He plays baseball up there, and it was late one night after baseball practice. He called, and he had a flat tire. And he was panicking. He didn't know what to do. He was like, Mom, it's 2 hours away. How's Dad going to get up here? I can't figure out how to get this lug nuts off. And I just said, Tyler, you have roadside assistance. I work for a roadside assistance company. Pull the card out of your car, out of your wallet, call the number on the back of your card. So having that is great. He was able to call somebody to get him towed. They towed him to a shop there in town. We didn't know anybody in town who to get it to. They gave him a good place to get it to, get it all fixed, and he was able to go back to school and get everything done.
That is a good benefit. It's got to make you feel better about your kid being away at college. Or just even if you're a woman out by yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely. So if an associate has a question or needs help, how do they get in contact with the home office?
They can call, when they first sign up as an associate, they receive an associate kit by email and by text. There's a number on that on that link that they get, or they can call the 866-467-2221, which is Associate Services, or start a live chat. We're there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. Live chat is there 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. So there's always somebody there that's going to be able to help them.
Perfect. What do you think is the biggest mistake that associates make, and how can they avoid it?
I would say not signing their documents.
Okay, so back to that.
Yeah.
All right, that could really hold you up.
That, and then just making it more complicated than it is.
Oh, that's great advice.
It's simple.
Okay. Well, if you guys are just now tuning in, I'm Julie Parton, your host of TVC Talk. Special guest today, Lynn Havener, the Queen of Associate Services. And now it's time to take your guys' questions from home. We have a few on deck. This is Carissa Bennett. She says, hey guys.
Hey Carissa, how are you?
You recognize the name?
I do. I've seen that a couple of times.
I was amazed sitting here talking with Lynn how many names of you guys she actually knows. So it's a legitimate friendship and relationship that you have going on here. We are going to get to those questions in a second, but aside from the getting started and getting over that initial hump, what's something maybe that you see that associates that have been around a year or two, what's something you see them deal with, like a hump that they need to get past?
I would say it goes back to goals. They need to review their goals that they set when they initially started and make sure that those are still the same goals. Their income goals may have changed a little bit. They may want to make more money than what they initially started. A lot of times people set either really low goals because they want to be able to achieve it and they want to be able to check it off. So maybe revisiting their goals and going over their goals again.
Okay, awesome. This one is from Debbie Tonkovich. Oh,
Debbie Tonkovich?
You know her?
I do.
Oh, see,
yeah.
I was worried
Debbie.
about mispronouncing the names, and she actually knows how to say it. She says, "We love you, Lynn."
Oh, I love you too.
So, tell us something funny that has happened with you at TVC.
Something funny that's happening with me at TVC.
It can be over the past 17 years, something that sticks out in your mind.
Okay, so everybody in the office knows that I'm afraid of spiders, like deathly afraid of spiders. So as a joke, one day, when the mail, a long time ago, let's say 10 years ago, when the mail would come in from our post office, they would bring it to me and I would sort it and say, okay, this is junk, this needs to go to this department, this goes to this department. One of the guys in shipping thought it would be funny to put a fake spider in the mail. So he put the spider in the mail, and I'm going through it and I'm looking through it, and as I'm looking through it, the spider drops in my lap. I fell out of my chair. Everybody was watching. Everybody was laughing. And all I could do was I couldn't be mad because it was hilarious. I would have done the exact same thing, but
you guys
funny.
Watching at home, do not get any ideas. It is not
no
funny.
spiders. Don't ship me spiders.
So a question that we have is, can I get a new associate kit?
Sure. If you'll call into Associate Services or you'll start a live chat, they can re-email one out to you, and they'll send you that link to where you can open it back up.
Awesome. This question is from Charlotte Price Watts. Good to talk
Charlotte.
to you. I love that you know everyone.
I do.
There's
Charlotte's
a lot
been around
of
for a
people
very
watching.
long time.
That's great. Do you have your coin?
I don't. I
What
knew
does that
you were
mean?
going to
What
ask
does that
that.
mean?
I don't have my coin on me. My coin is in my purse, and my purse is in the trunk of my car. So our coin has the 5 steps to success on them. Virgil used to give them out. David gives them out as well to our pro driver associates. And so it's kind of... You want me to go ahead and go through it?
Yeah.
All right. So on the coin, if they do not have their coin on them when we ask them for their coin, they have to give us $100. So since I don't have my coin, I would owe Charlotte $100 for not having my coin in my pocket. But it talks about, wear your TVC pin, know the 5 steps to success, and goes through all those steps with you.
I'm sorry I set you up for that
That's
one.
okay. It's all right. I thought about it at lunch, and I just didn't grab it out of my purse.
I don't have my coin on me. I didn't even know what a coin was till right now, so maybe I can get one of those.
All right, I'll get you one.
This question is from Benny Pagan. Hello, I heard the MCA will have vehicle insurance quotes.
David talked about that on a couple of episodes for the TVC insurance, and I don't know exactly all the states. It's not something that we're offering. It's something our TVC insurance is offering.
20 some states right now.
Okay,
David's watching from back there.
So he's feeding me the information. So there are some states that we do offer the insurance in.
Okay, so in 27 states, so it depends on which state you're in.
That's right.
And this is from Caleb Booker. Hi.
Hi, Caleb. How are you?
Aw, everybody that's just like, it's such a Christmas present to get to see Lynn.
I know. It's nice to see all the names that I see every day in team cells.
So one of the things that we were thinking about, we should probably talk about, is you and the associates. What's something that they can do to make your job easier?
Let me think about that for just a second. I would say probably read your marketing plan. For TVC, I would read class 4. For MCA, I would read class 2. If you read your marketing plan, most of the answers that you're looking for are in the marketing plan. So understanding your marketing plan is going to be a lot easier for associate services.
Okay, what's one thing that you've seen people implement from their marketing plan that's been a game changer for them?
I would say recruiting. They're out there and they're recruiting and they're building their business. So they've read the marketing plan, they understand the marketing plan, they understand how the overrides and commissions pay out. So those that have read it, they understand everything on it.
All right, we have one more question. Where are the shared marketing links that you just mentioned?
Sure, if you'll go to tvcmarketing.com and on the top left-hand corner of the site, you'll go in there, go to the marketing button, and on there it says share marketing links as you're logged in. And when you share them, you can share them on Facebook and Twitter, Pinterest, all the social media sites.
Okay, so that makes it really easy to get it out to your
Sure,
network.
yeah.
I love that. Now we have a question from Jason Lupin.
Okay.
Where can we get those coins you talked about?
Those coins are for TVC Pro Driver Associates. If you call me in or send me an email, my email is on the marketing information that you get sent out to you. I'll mail you one out.
Okay, wonderful. And I think we have one last question before we have to wrap up. It is from one of our live viewers, and they want to know, what are you doing for Christmas, Lynn?
We have a large Christmas planned. I come from a large family. My husband comes from a large family. So I'm one of 6 children and my husband's one of 4. So we kind of split our day. We do Christmas at my house in the morning and then we do Christmas at my parents' house in the afternoon with my family. So we spend time a lot with family that day.
That sounds jam-packed.
It's going to be busy. It usually
Lynn,
is.
thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for
She was
having
a
me.
little nervous about it, and I think she crushed it.
Thanks.
So thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching TVC Talk. We will see you back here next week. We hope you're enjoying your holiday season so far. Have a wonderful day.
All right.